Namaste everyone. What happens when we do Saptasati in a stipulated environment is that oftentimes our Sahasrara gets opened. Okay, there are 7 chakras. How many of you are well versed with the chakra systems here?
I only know the names of chakras.
Ah, okay, so
I know some.
there are 7 chakras which are majorly governing our human systems from in the gross body level. Though there are furthermore chakras which still further takes us to the levels of other planes after in the subtle forms. But from the gross body level, we can identify 7 chakras. One is at the base of your spine. Another is at the just beneath your navel. But if you identify, there is a string between your the top, just like here, not here, just here. Okay, and if you can put a string between to this point to the base of your spine, if you put a string like this, so where do you find your chakras? Would be that place, and just beneath your navel, so 3-4 inches beneath your navel, you do have your Swadhisthana. Then on top of your navel, again 3 inches like this, you do have your Manipura. At the center of your heart, right beneath your center of your heart. So if you hold my hand to my chest, and if I point my finger to the center, if you hold like this in your heart and hold the point to the center, that's where you have your heart chakra. At the center of your throat, you have throat chakra, and to the center of your we all think it's just behind our forehead, but it's, as I said, if you have a string that draws between your this place to the root tail, if you have a line, just maybe um, for the representation, it might be just behind your tailbone, okay, your this spinal cord. So that place is where you have your chakras, and these chakras are very well shows the functioning of your whole system, not just your gross body, but your energetic bodies. So energetic bodies are your reflection of how your chakras stay. So for in our Hindu systems, we have Panchakoshas, 5 levels. Mm, since it's difficult for us to see, we are also used to do 1:1 mapping. So for the sake of simplicity, we will discuss 7-layer aura, um, which is a extended projection of your chakras. So what happens when you are born is that before to you, you do have some prarabdha. Always I keep telling this, especially in the Tattva class. In the mantra class, we don't do any of these discussions. So when you're born, you do have some soul lessons to learn, some wrongs to be rectified, and some mistakes to be corrected, and arrive at the balance. Always I say this trident. Trident is every god holds a trident, the sign to have balance between the old self contracts that you have done or vows you have done, which is in extreme form, to you. We usually swing between these two extremes. We don't achieve a balance. Meaning, in some life, if you have promised, hmm, oh God, if um, I can't trust anybody because I have lost something. So in that life, you're trusting everybody. In this life, you don't trust anybody. So that life, because you trusted, you lost a lot of things. and you made subconsciously, without your, before your passing away, you have made such a thing that it got imprinted at your soul level, and you said, I'm never gonna trust anybody. Because of me trusting only, all this happened. So in this life, if you look at, you don't trust anybody. So this is how you swing between non-trusting and trusting. So either too trustful is also not divine design, or not trusting anyone also is divine design. So you need to arrive at a balance, and that is where is our journey as a human life. And in this process, whatever is the lesson that I learn, a small portion of it, which is prarabdha, enters into our, when you are born, when your soul enters, maybe around 8 to 9 weeks of your pregnancy is where the soul enters. And when it comes with a very invisible bag, which not many people know aware. And once it comes to here, this is the place where we are connected, the back of your neck, the beneath the medulla, the 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 last portion of your brain. So that's where you feel. So that that portion, say, it enters into your chakras as you're born and you're till 18 years, and in that 18 years of formative into your adulthood is where you, the divine puts you into certain experiences, certain people, certain places, certain things that are nothing but mirrors of your past life lessons that you are to learn in this life. So it doesn't happen. How does see when the chakra, when the karma manifests into human, it moves into your chakras. From chakras, it creates your subconscious conditioning, and from subconscious conditioning, it moves into your behaviors, your emotions, and so actions. So I don't trust anybody. The decision is made there, moves to my chakras. I go through experiences in life that makes me believe I can't trust anybody in this life. So I try to trust because I come, Maya comes in the beginning only. I don't take this decision. I'm being put into those experiences that make me believe that trusting is not good. And because of the past life echo, my current decision that I should not trust anybody gets so strong that with every occurrence, if it is happening once, similar to, say, for example, there's one little girl in our class. Hello, Papu. So, the one who is wearing the pink color. Hello. So, see, they tend to fall down. Children tend to fall down during, and they hurt their knees. If the first time there is a small hurt, there's still a scaling at your knees. You call that, you get scaled, right? But repeatedly, if you fall over there, what happens for the nth time you fall? With very little fall down, you start getting that skin gets more scald and you get bled. But on the first fall, you don't get bled. You're getting my example? So similarly, first in this life, even because you already fallen 3 4 times there in the previous lives, in this life, even 1 2 times you have that experience also, you tend to make it like a strong impression. Already you have come with this impression that is called samskaras. And on top of it, this 2 3 incidents etch into my subconscious and make me believe this is wrong, this is right. And from there, the mind functioning starts, which is the subconscious wants to protect you from failing. So 90% of our human decisions are made by subconscious. And when subconscious believes that doing something is wrong for you, it stops us from taking that action in a protection mechanism. Henceforth, we are forced to not take action without our knowledge. So it comes under the domain of I don't know. I don't know that why am I doing, but I can't do it. So yesterday we have discussed a lot about how reciting Saptasati helps you cross these three grandhis, which is your Brahma, Vishnu, and Rudra grandhi, which is respectively located at your Mooladhara, at the at the Manipura and heart center, and at your Sahasrara and your Agni Chakra center. So when these three grandhis get released, all these, what are you working on? You're working on this whole stack, which is from your karma to chakras to subconscious to your behaviors, emotions, and actions. So all of this get influenced, and all the barriers that you have set for yourself keep going again and again. And once that cleansing happens across that spine, the dormant energy, which is called Kundalini, which is a snake coiled at the center of your spine, Muladhara, starts raising, and it keeps growing with every recitation to help you to get to your Sahasrara, where you say, I have awakened my Kundalini. My Kundalini is awakened, we call. So, awakening of Kundalini is not a one time process. As you cleanse your samskaras are your mental patterns and barriers that are not just coming from this life, from the previous echoes also. As you, with every repetition, as you keep increasing, this gets cleansed and it forms a protection barrier for you in terms of always being in the state of Satchidananda, is what we call, where we are always in a blissful state where nothing is making my stillness perturbed. And I am in an eternal peace mode. Is it achievable? Definitely. Is it a permanent state? Not at all. You keep, as a human, keep vibrating at different levels of frequencies at the subtle energy levels. Because of that, whenever you're vibrating at the levels of gratitude, peace, love, you will have highest manifestations. If you vibrate at the level of lethargy, fear, restlessness, frustration, disappointment, which is the go-to state of a human, we always have lesser divine connections and experiences. So, in order for us to connect with the divine, for us to do this whole work without any kind of barriers or obstacles, what are we supposed to do is cleanse our chakras on a day-to-day basis, help us work on our subtle body systems on a day-to-day basis, if not at least weekly as a must to do. Is this something which is given in our Vedic systems? 1000% yes. Unfortunately, the books that are depending on mantras and stotras, for some reason, fail to capture this process. This is in the Bhuta Suddhi, that is the Grantha you find in Sanskrit. Again, Chokamba Press. If you look at the Bhuta Suddhi process, it's a small book which all talk about your energetic cleansing that is required as a prerequisite for every prayer. Divine Mother made me go to Kasi to only find this book and bring and tell you. So that is why I know. Otherwise, I also would have not known. So this knowledge was always taught in Gurukulams for you to have a better free flow of energy along with doing yoga. Unfortunately, with the times that are shifted and people who are going into different jobs in the busy lifestyle that we have gotten into, today we are in a place that doing prayers itself is great. Forget about doing these other systems. So, in a quest to bring back the lost wisdom of our Hindu Santana Dharma, I would request everybody to please talk about the importance of cleansing your subtle bodies along with doing your mantra sadhana. So, what is the proof? Not everybody can understand the depth of importance of subtle body cleansing, but when you do your normal prayers, you do have four lines which talks about your stula deham, your atma deham parisodayami, these kind of lines. This parisodayami is about your four cross and your thing. Please help me to continue. After that, you can ask your doubts. Okay? It is always, I'm telling you, it is always good to do it every day. Because if you are eating food every day, you get hungry, right? Simple thing. So when you are hungry, you do eat. Same way, it is praying is food for the soul. Energetic systems cleansing and protection is food for your subtle body. Why? Because most of you who are empaths, okay, who are empaths, who can feel, who are already at a very high level of spiritual purity, who helps, can feel other people's pain as if it is happening to me. What is the proof? Whenever you go to malls, temples, highly crowded places, how many of you can experience poking sensations across your body, especially when you go to high dense places? Anybody do experience such feelings? Nobody in this class? If you don't react to me, I would not be able to assess your energies. This class is not one way. I assess your energy and give you information. If you don't tell me, I would not know, and you will miss out on what needs to be told. So, the more you are open, the more it helps you to your betterment. I am a guru who talks according to your energy levels. If nobody talks, I just skip this and go to the next classes. All right. So, the one of the things is you having these pokey sensations when you go to other people's other environments. Second thing is as you are reciting your prayers, as you are going into deep into the spirituality growth, what happens is the first layers that you get connected are Pisacha Lokas, Preta Lokas, and the sensations of it whenever you're doing your Saptasati sadhana, most of the times, very soon, you will feel your chakras vibrating, and Sahasrara also vibrates in the at the center of the head. And now, once that opens up, it's like a Sahasrara's function is it's a connection between you and the divine. Agnya Chakra's function is it is like an interpreter. Divine is giving us some guidance. The Agnya Chakra will help us get to that guidance, helps us understand what is the guidance that I am getting from divine. And when you can move that, and if it is to speak out, the throat chakra helps you to speak out. If it is your heart chakra that is closed, you will be not open to love, trust anybody. So slowly by reciting Saptasati, your heart chakra gets open, and you'll start loving, trusting, and stuff like that. So each chakra has its own. Emotional chakra is your swadhisthana, which is the center of your emotions. People going through depressions and other mental health illnesses. In spirituality, there is two reasons. One, your emotional chakra is blocked or unbalanced. Two, you've been possessed by spiritual beings. What we heard during our long olden days, it's the same truth that spirituality still holds even today. And the only reason we do have those interferences is when our Sahasrara gets opened up, we connect it to the higher levels. On top of it is Devalokas and planes. So in between this place of subtle energetic systems, when it is open, it becomes like a wide net. You can attract anything into it, and you don't know because your Agni chakra is still not open or is still opening. What happens is you don't know whether that energy that I'm connected to is divine or not. And during those processes, you go through these unexplainable aches and pains, unexplainable mental health problems, physical health problems, having some kind of bad dreams, having some kind of aches and pains that you can't explain, medically unexplainable problems, and so on and so forth. So for us to help us cleanse, number one, okay, some people have very back pain, okay, this neck pain. There is a lot of pain behind my neck, like a cord. That cords are nothing but strings that are being held by some other energetic beings at the in some life. Because I'm again establishing the fact that, believe it or not, in the due process of the journey, you will start believing it. Whoever comes and attends these classes are divine. They're all parts of some avaranas of divine. Either they belong to Sivaloka or heavenly realms or Rishi Lokas or some kind of Devata avaranas. So, avarana means enclosures, the place they stay, they reside. Because of some curses, because of some lessons to be learned, that your soul fragment, a small portion has come and come onto the earth. That's what Divine Mother always says. And how will that evil connect you or control you if you don't have any connection? Like a Spider-Man wave, right? If you're not connected with any place, how will you um, how will they control or suck your energy? So, what is the proof that someone else is taking away my energy? I always feel whatever, how many hour lakhs puja I am doing, I'm not progressing anywhere. Always I am hold. I'm having feeling like I'm always tied. There is no movement only in my life. Where how much ever I work I do. So now don't ask if I am having those thoughts. Okay. The lesson is how you can clear yourself, not for me to release it. I can do it. But at this point, first learn the thought and do it by yourself. Okay. You don't have to rely on anybody. If you can build that skill, you can do by yourself. Nobody teaches this because it is lost for people like us. But I don't mind doing it because please do it. Clear yourself, free yourself from people, from all this stuff, and be happy. That is all I am hoping for. And in that process, I'm teaching all this. So kindly don't think, why am I teaching all this? Okay. It's a very, very important thing. You don't even know how important this one class holds in the entire journey of your life. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Once you go to the deeper level, you will remember this class and say, oh, ma, that day my mother teach me. I am very grateful. That day you'll realize. Today you may be in the beginning of the year, so you will not realize the importance. But it's important for me to teach. Henceforth, I would want you to make it part of your daily routine. So we do have morning to evening many, many conversations. So those conversations are, if you go back to the Einstein's law, equal to mc square. Any energy that is there, when you talk, when you face some kind of distress or difficulty or some kind of pain, that is the energy formed. That energy form can be, if you hear somebody saying bad about you, it's stuck in your head. Okay. If you see something that you shouldn't be seeing, that's stuck at your vision. If you hear something that you ought not to hear, it stuck in your ears. If you have to speak something but you are always suppressed, it gets energy gets stuck in your throat. If you are repeatedly hurt beyond measure and you don't know how to express yourself, or you don't have a self expression to fight for what is true for yourself, your heart chakra gets the energy of pain, that gets the distress. You thinking some your best friend and he cheats or he she cheats, there is an energy that gets formed, that gets stored at the heart center, and it becomes, with every occurrence of this pain, the heart energy gets more denser, 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 and so on with your failures, that is at your Manipura. All your failures, lack of achieving of goals, disappointments, frustrations, all of these get stored at my Manipura. So this, and then from there down of your emotional center is your shame, guilt, sadness, anxiety, palpitations. Though occurrences and sensations that come in your body can be at different parts of your body, but energetically, this all happens at your subtle levels. And when your root problems, you feel sense of security, you have a loss, you have lack, you have a limitation, especially with materialistic stuff. That's where your root gets blocked, and it is required that we do have some mechanism every single day to help ourselves to cleanse ourselves without depending on others. So, what's that process? This is one set. Okay, I'm telling three sets of subtle energy functions. So, we need to combine all of this. So, first functionality, chords. Second functionality, having these blocks of energy that is dense because of pain and distress and lack of expression. Third is you have when will the Kundalini raise? When all your energy are able to, like how you saw that oiled snake, right? Intervened snake. So, same way, when you can have free flow of energy between your Mooladhara to your Sahasrara and back. That is where your Kundalini also raises. So, as much as we do all these yogic practices that's been taught at multiple places today, that's one portion. The second portion talks about how you can help yourself feel that energy or move that energy back and forth. So these are the three things that every person over a span of time can do. And the time is right, I would teach how to run those energies because it's not very easy process for a novicer in meditation. There is another concept which is our soul, which is very, very light, always is flying above my head. Okay. There's a small portion of your soul that is already actually there at your heart center, just above your heart center, maybe just an inch above. Okay. The rest of your soul is flying somewhere up above your head. And when you can pull that kite of your soul, because you have a string attached, your soul is like, say, for example, in light form, like a diamond. There's a string that is attached coming from your sahasra and into the heart center. So when this is what is your whole energetic blueprint, I would want, it is not easy. All of this requires a sadhana. So when you can identify your soul, okay, in the first place, how it happens. First is identifying your soul. Hmm? Second is helping you push all those blocks of energy that you have in this process. Three, helping you cut those cords if any. You don't have to know anything, you don't have to feel anything, but just asking Divine Mother Durga and your favorite God to help you cut those cords that are, if there are any, at the back of your neck, back of your heart, back of your Muladhara, somewhere around that place. These are the three, it's like clamps. Like this, it gets formed. Okay, this is at the back of your neck, which is a major cord through which all your energy gets drained, and some cords at the back of your heart, and some at the back of your back. People who have a strong cord at the back feels eternal back pain. If you go to medical, they say nothing, but this back pain is always there. People who have cords at the back of your head, when you go into energetic physical test, nothing comes out, but your headache won't go. You have spinning. You have all sorts of thoughts at the back. Head place is always heavy. I'm not very healthy with head. But if I go to any test, migraine test, they'll finally put us into autoimmune community because there is nothing they can tell medically. So they'll say maybe it's some autoimmune. We don't know anything about it. So that's why you get diagnosed. But nothing as such in your MRI and all is clean, clean, clean. That is meaning you have cords at the back of your neck. Sometimes you can't allow yourself to love anybody. You're always secluded, you're always quiet, you're always doubting everybody's intention. No matter how hard it is, how loving the other person is, you are always closed. And you come with a sense of authority, sense of self importance. That means there is a pull at the heart center. and that place is the back of your uh, the upper, that portion behind the heart, just behind the heart, the tailbone, there, that place, there, you feel like there is a heaviness there.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are sensitive, that's why I told, if, are you anybody empath? Empaths can feel right away. If you are not empath, you need sadhana to get there, but not a problem. You'll get there somewhere. So these are the three important conditions you have to every day keep practicing, irrespective of how much ever time you have or not. So the first exercise I would want every one of you to at least get through. In the due course, we will also talk about, uh, today we will discuss about two things, okay? I'll break it, okay, because everybody is not able to do it in at a time, and I taught in the first class. So I will break this into two parts, and eventually we will keep doing it as a special class or something after the classes are over, or when we talk about the tattva classes maybe. The first exercise I would want today all of you to do is even identifying of the soul. Okay, let us test the energy of the group. If you are able to, we will do it. If you are not able to, we will not do it. Okay, so just close your eyes, and this is a test. I want to assess your energy. I don't know how many of you are because nobody is opening their screens now. So I don't know how much, what's your energy. So close your eyes and breathe to your heart center. Okay, just for a couple of moments, breathe. Be with that rise and fall movements of your chest. To activate yourself or center yourself, you may try taking long, deep breaths, slow breathe outs. So all your abdomen raises fully, and all the air exhales out of your abdomen fully. So for those who are new to meditation and these kriyas, you can also place a hand at your tummy to understand the movement of air. Okay. And as you are now centered with the movement of your abdomen, bring your awareness to the center of your heart. Again, place a hand on your heart center if you want to new to meditation and you want some physical representation of the breath movement. Okay, with every inhale, your heart, your chest raises, and with every exhale, your heart or your chest moves inside. There is a rise and fall movements, which is like a rhythmic flow to your chest. Good. Now slowly bring your attention to the center of your heart. From the center of your heart, slowly to the center of your head. For a few moments, see if you can breathe in and see if you can take that breath to the top center of your head, and while breathing out, sending air from there. Though it's not easily possible, just see if you can do it. So as you breathe in, you can see if you are sensitive to energy, you can, as you breathe in, your sahasrara gets tingling sensation. Breathe in air to the center of your head and breathe out from that center of your head out. How many of you are able to see that tingling at your center of your head? 1, 2, 3. Please open your screens and show hands, ma. How many, Amma? I got you, Ma Lakshmi, Shravan Babu, Deepa, Deepika.
I'm not feeling tingling, ma, but I'm feeling a bliss.
Yeah, this starts feeling a little moment
Uh,
here.
yeah, ma.
Okay, ma. Now, this is again good, one level. It's okay, Babu Gopala. Okay. This is all sadhana. That's all. There is no, somebody is not great. We are, yeah, mildly only you'll feel, ma, not like more throbbing. Like ants are biting, smudging. Some ants are creeping on your head. Like that feeling only you'll get, not big, big. Seema, are you getting, ma? Getting to your Sahasra tingling just by breath means you are already at a very high state of spiritual evolution. Okay, ma? So not everybody are there, not everybody can't get there. It's a sadhana. That's why I'm telling sadhana.
అమ్మ కొంచెం ఇట్లా పెయిన్ లాగా వచ్చిందమ్మ బ్రీతింగ్ చేసే సో దట్ ఈస్ వీ కెన్ కాల్ యాజ్ ఎ టింగ్లింగ్
అంతే.
ఓకే అమ్మ
పట్టినట్టు ఉంటుంది మా ఇక్కడ. Everybody is following. See, Mama, are you following? This is very important for you. That's why I'm hoping. Amalu, Seema. Okay, fine. So, what happens when from there? What you can do is now again close your eyes, do 2-3 times breathing, and see if you can imagine there is a string between from your Sahasrara to the top, and there is a diamond, a piece of soul that is there, like a diamond. Okay, with closed eyes, see if you can trace your soul kite. Okay, from your sahasra, there's a string that gets attached. Imagine there is already a string there. Just identify that silver cord. If you can't, imagine, visualize. Okay, if you are able to see, fine. Or else 70 times 82%. Just imagine there is a silver cord that is going from the center of your head all the way top, and there you find a kite which is attached to that string. Just get present to it, even if it is in a very subtle form. See if you anybody can identify it. It might be very high, it can be very back or forward or left or right. So see where you are seeing that soul kite of yours, at what distance, and how far it is from your head today. Some if you see it in white color, some you see blue color, some you see pink color, green color, orange color, blue color, violet color, red color. These are the number of colors you can see in one soul kite. Are you able to identify your kite, ma? Are you able to see it? How many of you are able to see it? Sadhana, sadhana. Okay,
Not able to see.
just give
But I
me.
can feel it is 2 feet above, but not able to see, but I am able to feel. Mm.
Good, ma. So, if this whole practice will take 6 to 7 months, the little one is able to feel, is it? Not able to feel, Amma, Lakshmi? Take sadhana. Okay, so it takes sadhana. Your level of consciousness, if you can raise it, you will be able to feel it, see it very clearly. Okay, so once you identify that soul kite, since not many are able to see it, I will not talk about what you should do after you see that kite. So from now to end of this class, meaning 14 days later, every day your practice is to identify that soul kite. Where is my soul kite? Morning you wake up and see your soul kite. Where is your soul kite? I want to identify it. Okay, when you as a group tell me I'm able to see that soul kite, I'm going to talk about the next practice. Otherwise there's no point in telling it. Okay, so every day morning you wake up and close your eyes and see to trace your soul kite by breathing at your heart center, bringing it to the sahasrara, breathing from that place and identifying your soul kite. Okay, so the next practice is from the root of your legs, from the base of your spine and the foot, bottom of your foot. Imagine this is the second exercise I'm talking, which you should do every day, which is for your psychic protection. What you can do is imagine you're growing some roots, imaginary roots, just like how a banyan tree raises your roots. Please imagine. You may want to close your eyes. You may want to close your eyes for this reason. Or if you want me to first explain 5 minutes and then do the practice, we can do that. So better I do explain, then you can do the practice. First imagine you're growing some thick roots from the base of your spine and bottom of your foot. Keep growing it all the way to the down as you can. Okay. And once you go there to the center of your earth, okay, grow those roots just like this shape. This is from your spine, these are from your foot. So after it touches the ground, allow it to go further deep down, breathwise and depthwise, that it goes all the way to the center. At the center, you have this whole huge core, Mother Earth. From there, just see right side, there is a huge chair where Mother Earth is sitting. So this cord the roots of your legs goes into that huge cycle, just like an eyeball is there in the center of your eye. This whole Brahmanda Earth has center core, very similar to sun. But this core is very warm because it's self-nurturing energy of Bhumata, Earth Mata. Gaia we call it. So this from inside the root, you see right, you will see a big chair. In that chair, sitting very royally is Mother Earth. And what you do is, to the legs of that chair, you wrap these roots in your energy wise. That is step one. After you wrap it, what you can do is you can say thank you, talk to her. Okay, thank you, Amma, Devi. She is the source of sustenance. So thank you for all the blessings, all the things. We are so sorry for putting you all toxins into the earth, using aerial, Fresh, all these kind of materials, chemicals we are dumping into the earth like nobody's business, polluting all the rivers. We are so sorry. We are the root of cause of all these climatic problems that you are going through. So sorry. We can say so. The most important thing we can say is blessing Mother Earth. Saying, please be abundant, Amma. Please be having, we are blessing you. Blessing somebody may not be you have to achieve something to bless somebody. You're just sending goodwill to Amma. So, with all might, send goodwill to Mother and say, Amma, please, may all the people, may all this planet become harmonious, may become green, may all the water in the rivers get purified. You're just putting a goodwill intention. And as you send that, imagine how Divine Mother Bhudevi, however she shows up, usually she shows up in red color sari and she's very short in her countenance. Very, she might be mighty, but she's short. So, uh, how she appears for you, just have a look at it as you do your meditation. And after doing that, what you do is you, as you are blessing, you see her blossoming very beautifully, like a sunflower blossoms when it sees the sun. Just in your mind, say, imagine like that. As with every blessing that you are putting her way, she is blossoming so beautifully. Then ask Divine Mother for a blessing. That blessing can be something that you want for today. That I want today health, I want today stability, I want today peace. Just get a small piece of that. So imagine Mother Earth is pulling from her sustenance energy one red color gem, giving it in your hand. Run it through your body. All the way, all the roots that you have grown, bring it back, integrate into your Mooladhara. Okay? When you integrate in your Mooladhara, slowly you will feel that little burn in the base tail of your Mooladhara. Very important for spiritual sadhakas because your top layers of spirituality will be wide open and your down layers will be always closed. That is the reason always spiritual sadhakas, since they don't balance this energy, always have very little money for they struggle with the lower facts, okay, about emotions, money, stability, security, manifestation, willpower. These kind of down chakras will always be tiny. The up layers will be very wide. That is the reason we should do this practice for the Kundalini to raise in a proper manner, which is there in the Bhuta Suddhi process of our Vaidika. So, in this process, we take little bit and integrate into our Mooladhara. Just let it burn for a little. And from there, bring that energy to the top of your heart and let it spread across your body. The feelings of security that you get because of that boon getting fulfilled, that wish getting fulfilled. A sense of security just comes onto our whole body like a warm blanket of security. Feel that expansiveness in your body. Second, you go to the top of your head, and from the top of your head, imagine there is Divine Mother just above your 2 feet above your head. Okay? And 2 feet above your head, let Divine Mother, all your devatas that you bestow upon, all the gurus, all the babas, whomever you believe are here to protect me. Let them all pour that energy into this vessel. When the vessel gets full, imagine it gets tilted like this. And it tilts and enter the energy from the center of your head all the way inside. And as it is entering to my head, let you remember you still have the roots from your legs into the center of your earth plane. So what you do, you push this whole black head heaviness, all those things, push down again to the center of your eyes, whatever is there, just like how you do a flush. Just flush it. Imagine that's going off into that, from into the legs, into the root, all the way getting burnt. Okay, this is one method. The second method is you can push it out of your head like black fumes. If you are visual, you can imagine it's going away right from here out like this. If you are not so visual, imagine that flesh, that force of energy is flushing out from my body into the roots, into the center of the core earth to be burnt and recycled for the highest good. So In this way, push out your thoughts, the heaviness in your head, the visions, the conversations that you had, the political, especially for people who are at corporates with lot of stress and politics and stuff like that. Push all that conversations down. Your mind becomes, otherwise all these conversations interfere. So push that out. Then come to here, all the visions, push. These conversations can be anything that your relatives talked about, your friend, spouse, with all you have difficult relation, whatever they speak, push that out. Then come to the down. Push out all those conversations you by mistake spoke wrongly to people in your anger or lack of control of mouth. Push that. Then come to down. See if you have any kind of obstacles at your heart, or throat. Push. Come to down. Here at the back of your neck. Imagine Divine Mother is taking a sword and cutting all those cords. Chop, chop, chop at the center of your, at the back of your neck, very center, where you do find this bone center, right? That place. Chop, chop, chop. You may not feel in the beginning. As you keep doing, you will feel so good about doing all this. So real it is. How blossomingly blissful you feel after you do this. Then you go down, 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 integrating all this energy in every organ size, revitalizing it. Like a body scan, you do all the parts of your body, revitalizing each part in that process and allowing you to go down, 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 pushing, clearing everything that's there in your process, all the way to your body. So now your whole body is filled with this divine light energy, and you pushed all the black fumes in the form of black fumes or into the groundedness, into the earth. Both ways, you have cleansed all of your energy. Now for the layers of your aura, in the first place, you may not know the 7 layers. So imagine the 7 layers are there as a whole cup around your body, 1 feet around you. And once your body is full, what happens is it overflows around. So the energy of your divine is overflowing around you, just like one, how you do honey abhisheka of idols. There is a thick layer that forms around that idol when you do honey abhisheka with when you do your panchamrita snana. Same way, imagine you are doing it all around your body like a cover dome. And once you get there, ask Divine Mother to put a protection shield around you, which nobody can break it without your permission. So you tell an intention that no energy that is coming not from light can enter into me. Only light can flow through me to me. So this light energy is the divine energy. The energy that is not from light is dark energy that can be from any evil forces, buri najar, psychic attack, black magic, any of such things. When your energy systems are clear and when you have blocked it, it's not possible for any sadhaka to even enter and put anything in your energy spaces. Or else it's very easy for many spiritually advanced people who are power hungry or who are hungry for whatever reason can just put an implant in your auric systems that they can become, you will become their slave for life. So any of these outside people who have a huge fan following all of a sudden do use such kind of methods to make you their puppet. So they will become to puppets to a level that whatever they say, you end up doing it, like it or not. So it's your protecting your sovereignty is your birthright. You should not give access to anybody, including me, without my permission or your permission. That is the greatest honor that you are doing for your body and yourself, not for me. Protecting your sovereignty doesn't mean you don't have respect for your guru. It just means that you value yourself more. Okay? So now the time is over. For that reason, Please do this practice after this class. See how much you are able to do like a homework. You are able to do good. We'll give you a script that's been taught in the previous class. Listen to it and keep doing it. If you are unable to do, then intermediate times we will further explain. Or the people who can follow, attend the Telugu class again, you will get to the practice. Okay, so either ways you will learn it, but please stop having this instant expectations that one time you do, things have to fall in place. Okay, each of these practices will take 8 to 9 months to attain mastery. Forget mastery, even to make you feel, is this I am doing correct or not? This much hand holding nobody does. So kindly use my hand holding as a precious commodity, not to abuse to a level that I get tired of and forget, stop telling all these in the future classes. So your cooperation will help me to use it for your advantage. Because I often see after telling such things, people put a message that, how is my energy? I am not able to do it. What is it? What is that? So kindly use this opportunity for your self growth. Have patience for yourself. Have lot of patience in this sadhana method. This is very proven method for everybody. Not everybody talks about it. And and since you got that gyan, don't try to. I, I should not be left with this feeling of being abused. Okay, so if that is not there, I'm happy to help. But don't expect one day you should be getting that. You won't get it. Trust me, even for me, I'm a human end of the day. My teacher even did not tell what I'm telling like this. She just told in one line. And after that, it took 7 months for me to even understand what's all this. Because after that, they won't talk, no. They'll leave it. You understand, you do whatever you do. We were not going to help. That's all it is. So that is from that spaces, we learned and slowly trying to explain. So don't expect in one day, without you doing anything, your sahasrara will open up, your pituitary gland will open up. Because in this class, I'm not feeling that need to open your third eye because none of you are still ready. It is except that Srinivas Rao Babu. Okay. So I would not be open. Usually I do that in during this period of time, but this class feels so not communicating. Always I'm not knowing where what you're all doing. So I don't. These are some things which are to be done at a very trust-based levels. So where there is no trust, I would not venture into doing all of that. So that is the reason I'm refraining in this class. If you see the same in Telugu class, I'll be doing much more than what I'm doing in English class because you don't offer that trust to me. So when the trust is not offered, I don't like to do it. I will just stick to what I have to tell. But this is my responsibility to tell, so I would tell. So the more you open yourself to me, the more I do more for you. That is how the equation always be. So if you still have some more things that you would want to learn, just watch the Telugu recording videos who can follow Telugu. Okay? Then you will be able to follow the difference between what I am talking. Nevertheless, the processes are the same. The process is the same. The practice requires the same. All you have to do is not expect instant result. Amma Deepika, instant result Radu. Deepa Kadamalu, I know you are waiting. This Deepika girl. Instant result Radu. ఈ రోజే చెయ్యలేరు. You can't do it. So kindly don't expect you can do it in one day. And ping me that I'm not able to do, I'm not able to do. Practice. Say that I've done for 21 days, still I'm not able to do. I'm happy to take a one-on-one class for you and teach you again if it requires. But without doing, don't expect me to work for you. Kindly, please. I'm seeing this trend a lot. That's the reason I'm telling. All
Amma,
right?
we have three Deepikas, Amma. Which Deepika are you saying?
All Deepikas. Okay? You're only Deepika. నువ్వే దీపిక నీకే చెప్పింది
Amma,
Full
it will take 6 months. It will take 6 months to get our which chakra is rolling or the something. It will take 6 months. For me now, I am at heart chakra and I can sense it, but it takes me for a lots of sadhana. I did it from morning 4 up to 1 hour and the evening, afternoon, whatever the time I do it. Now I am at yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not teaching you the activation of each chakras yet. Okay, I'm not teaching that. So I'm not using Bijakshara mantras and say lam 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 and focus that energy at the root. I'm not talking about that exercise. I'm just asking you to put a dome around you so that you'll be protected. After that comes root chakra activation. After that comes flowing the energy between the systems. So it's a process. So that for that only you have to take different class. So for that reason, at least do this much and protect yourself. The test is after you do 21 times of this sadhana, you should ask me, Amma, access my energy. And I should not be able to enter into your energy spaces without your permission. I tell this to everybody. I myself, you are not to give permission unless until I ask. That is the integrity I'm working with. So hold your sovereignty. And if you have worked with me earlier, I always ask for permission. You know about it or not. When you do my personal calls or you talk, I'll ask, can I take your energy access? Then when they give, I say, yes, I'm now taking your energy access and I cut it back. So every single time I follow the rules to the T because even though you don't know, I don't take it for granted because I don't want to acquire that negative karma or anything that comes with it. I'm very clear in my operational states. So please, henceforth, wherever you go, put that. Okay? Tomorrow we'll start with meditation only. And after that, we will start our first chapter. Tomorrow I will share your document. So from there, we'll do our first class. Okay, first 10 minutes, or we'll start at somewhere around a little early. Amma Deepa, will you be open to join for tomorrow alone at 6:30? Will it possible, or will it be like a too much for you? Deepa C. ఒక్క రోజుకి ముందు జాయిన్ కాగలుగుతారమ్మా ఒక అరగంట ముందర
Yeah, Amma, sure.
Not for Deepika Ma, Deepa C. She comes out of work at around. Is it difficult for you?
రేపు ట్రావెలింగ్ లో ఉంటున్నానమ్మా రేపు అండ్ ఫ్రైడే.
Okay. So anyways, then I don't have to. మీరు recording చూసుకెళ్తారా తల్లి? Will you be
Okay.
able to see the recording? Because these exercises should not be done while traveling.
ఓ వైల్ ట్రావెలింగ్. ఓకే అమ్మా.
Okay. But you can join around 7 o'clock to follow the booklet.
Okay.
Just for this exercise, let's meet at 6:30. I would still request you to do the homework of trying to trace your route, your kite. Second, see if you can follow this in your script for however way you can. Okay. Babu Mallikarjuna Kona.
Ma, today you're serious, ma.
Yes, ma'am.
Today I'm serious. I'm not able to understand your energy. So when I don't understand your energy, I don't know what I'm talking. Is it helpful or not? So I'm evaluating. I'm trying because the tiles are all closed. So I don't get your energy. The moment I don't get your energy, I don't know whether this exercise is you are ready for this exercise or not. I don't know anything about you all. So it becomes very hard for me to access your energy. So that's when I get into it takes more energy from my end to assess your energy because there's a barrier here.
Yeah,
So
yes.
when there is a barrier, it becomes so hard for me to get your energy. So I know Ranjita's energy. I know you. Whatever I spoke so far, I'm only using Shravan, Lakshmi, Gopal, um, uh, Navdeep, Deepa, only these people's energy, Manju. So only these people's energy I'm accessing and
About me,
telling
Amma.
మీరు ఆన్ ఆఫ్ ఉంటే నేను ఎలా చేస్తాను? Your tile opening is a function of me, you giving me access to energy. The more you give, the more I work on yourself. Today I wanted to heal your Sahasrara. I could only do for few. I could not do for many because all your tiles were closed. Okay. So once you keep your Balu Reddy also opened for some time. After that again it got closed. So if that closing is there, I don't know how to work on you. It becomes
Amma,
hard.
we have to keep our cameras open, Amma, to read us.
At least during the energy times open చేస్తే అమ్మలు నాకు ఏం జరుగుతుందో తెలుస్తుంది. మీరు I don't know your voice. నాకు మీ వాయిస్ తెలియదు. See, the way I access your energy is either by voice or by camera. So I don't have voice also. I don't have camera also. How will I know
I
who
know.
you are? You
What
can
happened,
direct.
Amma? 8 o'clock is 7:30 is school times. If it is bit early, we can open the cameras continuously. As it is school times and getting ready and making
I know,
kids
I know.
ready.
But
మీకు
Seema,
నాయిస్ బాగా
that girl
వినిపిస్తుంటది.
Deepa, she's the only one who needs this very highly, and she's only available around 7th. It's only for her I put this time. If you ask me why am I only considering this time, because Deepika Ma, you'd attend evening class. So Navdeep Ma, is it okay for you for 7 or is it too early for you or late for you?
Ma, it's a busy schedule, but it's manageable for me. It's
Thank you
not
so
a problem.
much. Because I asked her, this girl Deepa, is it okay if I can move? She said, I'm coming back from work at 6:30. So that's the reason I moved it for 7. But other people, I'm pretty thing. But nevertheless, the journey started. So don't worry. When the time is right, I keep doing it. It's just that when it is not right, that's all. We will do it. That eventually we will do it because this is something you have to do it and you have to um, master it. Okay, we'll eventually do it because I don't want you to rely on anybody to protect your energies. Neither you go berserk on um, being scared about whom to speak with, whom to not to speak with, because you don't know how to protect yourself. So either ways, it's a very, very important thing that you should do. We will learn it. When the time is right, maybe after this 14 days of talking about mantras, again I will revisit and exclusively at that time talk about only energetic systems. Maybe that's a better way to do it. Okay, so that by then everybody will be there in the energy class. All of you, we will put a time which is specially for your time, and from there we will take it. Okay, so part of my stress is coming because I have to do today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I have very huge havans, which are very time consuming and physically a lot of effort and a lot of um, um, uh, there's a lot of uh, mm, personal level pain doing such huge thing because when we do for the world, the body burns like anything. I have to go through a lot of burns and we get a lot of those things. So when Divine Mother asked me to do some prayers for 5 to 6 hours, the first thing I get is lot of fear of discomfort that I have to go through to endure those hot, that fire hot, blazing hot, and it, even at till night also we feel it's burning kind of thing. So again tomorrow I have to do Lalita, day after tomorrow I have to do Sahasra, so for the Varahi Mata. So 3 days continuously I have these. So I'm just now I'm composing myself on how I should go all through the day. So maybe that is the reason you might feel me serious. But most importantly, I don't get your energy accesses. So I don't want to wait a minute. So for that reason, I'm feeling restless about this whole group. Anyways, we will talk about, from tomorrow we'll start our mantra sadhana. Try to do these exercise. If possible, let's join at 6:30 tomorrow. If possible. If not possible, we'll take some extra class exclusive for our energy management thing. Okay, ma? But I would want everyone to speak to me. Otherwise, I don't get your energy.
Okay, ma.
నువ్వు కాదమ్మా, ఈ మల్లికార్జున్ ఉన్నాడు, ఈ బాలు రెడ్డి
Okay, Amma.
నోట్లోంచి ముత్యాలు రాలిపోతాయి అన్నట్టు మాట్లాడలేదు అసలు. ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది వాళ్ళు ఎవరు? ఎవరు అయినా హూ ఆర్ యూ కదా? సరే అయితే ఇప్పుడు ఉంటాను.